Hey guys, I'm here to do my conclusion thoughts review on our book club book for May. It is May. We were or are or still reading The Reading Group by Elizabeth Noble. This book here. I have chosen to give it 4 stars because I actually did enjoy it. To begin with, it was a bit awkward, but I found myself reading it in an addictive manner. It wasn't too original, but they did sort of have some interesting subplots in it. The characters were relatable to some degree. There were a few characters that I thought were a little bit humdrum or whatever you want to call it. But I think really my favourite character was Polly and Cressida. I didn't too much mind Susan. Nicole and Harriet were okay. Really, I didn't really have much problem. I mean, I had a problem with Claire, but she wasn't really part of the novel as such, just sort of a... I guess she wasn't an important character, but she was at the same time, if that makes sense to you guys at all. Pretty much this book is about a reading group, a bunch of characters, a bunch of women who get together and obviously they read books once a month. And I thought the concept was fascinating and fantastic, but the execution of the actual book clubs themselves left a bit to be desired, because if you are looking for something and you don't want to know too much about the actual books they're reading, I mean, it's okay to know a little bit about them, but to know major subplots and things like that and have them ruined for you, I would definitely not recommend this book. But if you have read some of the books that they read and you aren't too fussed or interested in reading the books that they read, that is a plus, I guess. Like I said, I did enjoy it. It's a very big book, and it's not a light book either. It's not a I'm going to kick this back in a weekend. It's got a heavy context. Most of the topics they talk about are realistic, but they are quite heavy. And even in the end, I still feel a sense of heaviness after reading it. There were times in the book where it was kind of lighthearted and cheeky, but for the most part, it was dealing with heavy matters. And it was a relaxing book, but at the same time, it was a lot to digest at times. So, pretty much, I did enjoy it, and I'm glad that I got it out of my to-be-read pile. Obviously, this is a qualification book for the 400-page challenge, it being 466 pages. But yeah, I don't have much else to say about it right now. All I want to say is thank you guys for those who read along with us. I believe that Mela has already shared her opinions, so Deb is next. And I'd like to talk quickly about our June book, which will be The Peach Keeper, which I have here. Now, I've kept this book out of the box specifically because this is a book that I will be reading for, March, I meant June, for June, and it is a short one. It is by Sarah Addison Allen, and I'll just read you the premise. Once upon a time, Willa Jackson's family owned the beautiful house on the top of the ridge. Now it symbolises her family's ruin and legacy Willa longs to escape from. Paxton Osgood also yearns to break free, especially from her parents' expectations and the heartbreak of unrequited love. Desperate for a distraction, she decides to restore the empty mansion to its former glory. But the discoveries of a long-buried secret, a friendship that defines time, and a touch of magic will transform both women's lives in ways that they would never have expected. Welcome to Walls of Water, North Carolina, where secrets are thicker than a town's famous fog. And I very much love Sarah Addison Allen's writing. And I've had this book on my shelf for a while, and I believe that Deb's had it for review, so we got to talking and thinking that maybe this is the book that we will do. This is a book I'm going to read because, if you guys don't know already, I'm moving. I took it out of my moving box, so if the ladies decide to read another book, that's cool, because, you know, I'm open to that, and then you'll get 2 books, I guess. But this is the book that I choose to read for our group in June. So if you have The Peach Keeper on your shelf, or want to read it again, or are looking at trying some Sarah Allison Art, I greatly suggest that you pick it up. It has a beautiful cover, and it is only 310 pages, I believe, and the writing is pretty big too. So that is June's book club book. And right now I'm reading a book that I have to finish for, it's called The Summer My Life Began, by Shannon Green something, I think. And I picked up this from the library, though I think I'm going to take it back eventually because I don't think I have the patience to read this, but I will try and read it. 50 Shades of Grey by E.L. James. It took that long for my library to get it in, and I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to give it a good, solid reading. I've heard so many mixed things about this book. That is why I picked it up, because I was interested, but I think it's just come at too late. It should have come, you know, a week or 2 ago, and then I would have had time to read it, but I really only have 10 days left here, so the likelihood of me finishing this is slim. But however, if I get through the majority of it and actually enjoy it, I will be picking up the book for purchase myself. So I don't know what, I know I heard somewhere that it was a big book, but for some reason I never expected it to be like 500 pages. 500 pages, okay? Like, really? 500 pages. More, really. It's got like 514 pages. And when you're moving, you don't want to be reading a 500 page book, because that is just like, no. No. But I am. So, that's me. That's everything. Not much else to tell. Packing up my life. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for participating in this month, and I hope to see you next month. If you have any recommendations for books to do in the future, please let me know in the bottom box. Also, check out my channel, which is Bitten by Booklust. You can find my blog and my YouTube channel somewhere. I'm not sure if I'll have the details in my box in time, but yeah, just check it out and let me know. And you can always become my friend on Goodreads. My name is Tennille Chase, I think, on Goodreads, aka Blair Murph. So check me out there too. So thank you again for watching, and I hope you have had a fantastic May. So I was going to say March, and I hope you have a fantastic June. Bye guys.